This week on Your Newsroom. I'm Ashley Watts. A shooting took place at an off-campus student apartment complex last week. We give you the details.
I'm Nazaria East. Arbor Day is an annual day to celebrate the environment by planting trees. We give you an inside look.
The men's tennis team has one exceptional player from another country that is standing out. Our cameras were there.
Plus, the Lunar New Year started last weekend. We give you a closer look at the celebrations.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. And it all starts right now.
This is Your Newsroom, with our team of reporters in the field covering the stories that matter to you. Now from the Georgian Media Group, this is Your Newsroom.
Hey everyone, welcome to Your Newsroom. I'm Nazaria East.
And I'm Ashley Watts. Last week, a shooting at Cambridge The Pines left 1 dead and 2 injured. Your Newsroom's Hannah Clay gives you the details.
Residents are on edge after a shooting occurred last week at Cambridge The Pines, right across from Polson Stadium, the home of the Georgia Southern Eagles. Residents said they heard multiple shots being fired and were concerned with what was going on outside. It was later revealed that 3 men were involved in the shooting, resulting in 1 person pronounced dead on the scene, while the other 2 men reportedly arrived at East Georgia Medical Center injured. Cambridge Pines is one of the many off-campus housing apartments available for students at Georgia Southern, but they are open to local residents as well. It is not the first shooting incident that has occurred at Cambridge The Pines, as in April of 2023, a 19-year-old man lost his life in a shooting. After speaking with multiple residents, they are worried that it might not be the best place for them to live.
The shooting incident last week that happened here, quite alarming. Me being a college student, I'm questioning now, is this place safe? You know, am I going to be okay if I step outside of my car at night? You know, am I going to get shot down?
Cambridge Pines has many students that reside there and is a stop on the Georgia Southern University's bus route. I spoke with a source who lives and works at the Cambridge apartments, but asked to remain anonymous, that told me, quote, "Many of the shootings that take place at Cambridge are locals who are not students." End quote. The apartment complex has already taken measures into making Cambridge off-campus student housing only. In regards to the shooting, the identities of those involved have not been revealed and no arrests have been made. I'm Hannah Clay, reporting for Your Newsroom.
Thanks for that report, Hannah. The Kennedy Pond Conservatory planted trees, picked up trash, and removed invasive plant species to improve the Statesboro community for Arbor Day. Your Newsroom, Cameron Gibson, got us an inside look at the event.
Arbor Day is a special occasion for people to connect with nature and contribute to the well-being of the environment. The Kennedy Pond Conservancy was thrilled to host this tree planting celebration, encouraging everyone to play a part in preserving the green spaces.
The story goes, our biology professor, we found out we're in the same lecture together, and our biology professor wanted us to come out for extra credit, and I honestly have enjoyed this so much more than I thought I was going to. I thought I was coming for 5 points, but really big fan.
The Kennedy Pond Conservancy is a non-profit nature conservancy. They are on a mission to restore and protect the 315-acre Carolina Bay freshwater wetland. Through education, research, and recreation, they are dedicated to preserving the pond and supporting the local community. I'm here at the Kennedy Pond Conservancy, where volunteers are planting trees to make a positive impact on the community and the environment for Arbor Day. The atmosphere was filled with appreciation as volunteers of all ages dig into the soil, carefully placing tree saplings to ensure a sustainable and greener future. It was heartening to see people come out to support the conservation efforts. Planting trees not only helps the environment, but also creates a sense of pride and responsibility for our community.
We're celebrating Arbor Day today. It's basically a National Tree Planting Day. It got started in the early 1800s by a guy out of, I think it was Nebraska. But it's just a chance to help make our community a little bit greener by trying to rebuild the tree canopy.
Although there was a few people, they still came together to celebrate Arbor Day by planting trees, promoting environmental awareness, and fostering a sense of community. I'm Cameron Gibson with Your Newsroom.
Thanks, Cameron. The men's tennis team had a 4-0 victory last weekend. Your Newsroom's Javon Adams shows you how one student is helping serve up wins for Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern's men's tennisist Pierre Moiscal has been through a lot in his years of playing tennis, coming here to Statesboro all the way from France. Pierre started playing tennis when he was 4 years old, going on to be named the regional champion many times in the junior circuit. While he agrees it's not easy to come to America to play tennis, he also says the biggest thing that separates him from others is the circle he has around him.
Tennis is really tough because it's individual as well. My parents, they helped me a lot, and the coaches I got during my childhood as well were really good.
Pierre says without comfortability, it's hard to make it in sports, and his game shows that he's more than comfortable. Last year, in his first season as an Eagle, he earned a 6'4" mark in doubles. And having great performances like this earned him things like Sunbelt Player of the Week and All Sunbelt Singles Second Team.
I think it's like a big part of that is about my team. We have such a great energy, a great atmosphere between this team. It's just insane. We're like all brothers together, even if I'm like far from home. It's so different than where I'm from in France. I'm from like the beach in France.
Today, at Georgia Southern's match against Gardner-Webb, the Eagles rained down on the Bulldogs, beating them 4-0. Pierre picked up on a win in doubles with duo Judson Blair. Pierre was also leading in his singles match until it ended short due to the team win. And he said,
"We won 4-0, but we clinched, so it was kind of frustrating at the end for me because I was up 7-5, 5-3, and I couldn't finish my match because we had to stop it. But in doubles with my partner Judson Blair, we did a really great job at number 1. We won 6-3 today."
Though Pierre couldn't finish his singles match, the energy on the tennis court seemed great after Gardner-Webb left the tennis match scoreless. This is Javon Adams, reporter from Statesboro. Your Newsroom.
That sounds exciting. I can't wait to see how they do next. Thanks, Javon. Lunar New Year is the beginning of the new year based on the lunar calendar and started on February 10th. Your Newsroom, Naya Worrell, has the story.
Welcome to the Year of the Dragon. February 10th marked the official change from rabbit to dragon and to celebrate the International Student Admissions Program through a celebration.
This type of events that we do for our students is the purpose of that is for them to come together, celebrate the culture.
Lunar New Year is the most important holiday celebrated in most Western countries such as China, South Korea, and Vietnam.
Lunar New Year is the most important event or holiday in our culture. Yeah, like everybody celebrate that, everybody prepare for that, and we also have the long holiday.
The parties usually last 15 days, but was shortened to a week of activities, including a festival with Chinese-inspired food, such as rice, egg rolls, and dumplings. There was also a woman who gave people their name written in Chinese script, along with its meaning.
Okay, Fu means happiness. De means you have very good work.
There are many similarities associated with Lunar New Year and Western traditions, such as the spring cleaning and fireworks, along with a tradition that may be a little bit different.
It is celebrated starting on the new moon of the new calendar, regular calendar, and it ends on the first full moon. The tradition is that they give to the children like money. That's what they do. So we have like chocolate coins given away to the student in red envelope. That's a tradition for them.
Running concurrent with the New Year's celebrations were lessons to teach students the pronunciations of Asian-inspired dishes traditionally served during the New Year's, such as oranges, which means good fortune and may everything be in your favor. After learning the pronunciation, students were given the opportunity to pick out an envelope to win a prize. There is a substantial number of Asian international students here at Georgia Southern. However, events such as this one are for all students to celebrate and learn more about a culture that they would have not otherwise known about. Reporting in Statesboro, this is Naya Worrell, Your Newsroom.
What a way to welcome in the new year. Thanks, Naya.
Before we go, here's some events around Statesboro this week that you don't want to miss.
Tomorrow, February 22nd, you can head to the Rack Bouldering Cave and test your climbing skills at Bouldering Night Out.
On Friday, you can put on your best blue outfit and cheer on the softball team at their Blue Out game against Purdue Fort Wayne.
And finally, on Saturday, you can try your hand at clay at the Averett Center for the Arts to learn how to make hand-built ceramics.
Thank you for joining us this week for your latest updates. We encourage you to connect with us on social media at your_newsroom.
For now, for Nazaria, and for all of us here at Your Newsroom, I'm Ashley Watts. We'll see you next week.